Nazdárek hybridi, vítejte u třetí části. Před námi je Barren Light a hlavní mise Setkání velvyslanců. Doufám, že po této misi už se dostaneme na ten západ. Tak, abyste věděli, jsme tady. Já jsem si tady tu mapu celou oběhala. Do některých těchto věcí jsem se nemohla dostat, protože nemám nějaký nástroj. Ale jinak mám všechno, takže můžeme jít dál. Tady ty otazníky, co jsou a vedlejší mise, tak ty si zase dodělám někdy jindy. Ať už se někam pohnem. Tady je pan Mrož. Tak co?
That's our cue.
You taking the edge off?
Huh. I mean, I'd ask you to join, but who'd be left to save the world, right? All right, now let me guess. You're in a rush, right? So, whatever you need, ask away.
How have things been since
Your silent departure? Yeah, not bad. Vanguard's going strong. Helped Avad pick up the pieces after the battle with the Eclipse. And I took a month to bury Ursa in the clay. But when I got back, I got the assignment to babysit Wadis on his way to the embassy. I thought that'd be a cakewalk, so of course things went sideways.
You got blindsided. Wasn't your fault.
A couple more of these, maybe I'll believe you.
I was, wondering if you were able to lay Ursa to rest, like you wanted.
Yeah, we did. Just seemed the crowd to shut up to pay their respects. Half of them owed her a favor, and the other half owed her their lives. In the end, everybody drank. You know, it's the rowdiest funeral since ever.
Feels like she would have liked that.
Yeah, damn straight. Damn straight. She would have put them all under the table.
What do you know about the embassy?
Not much. Only that Avad really wants it to happen. He said I'm making peace with these Tanakh. But from what I hear, they're not too big on the whole diplomacy thing. They do most of their talking with blades and arrows. So if you're heading their way, be prepared. Things might get ugly real fast.
I'll keep that in mind. What do you know about this place?
No, nothing good. It's where the Carja dragged all the captives they took from the Forbidden West during the Red Raids. Lucky ones became slave labor. The rest were hauled off to the Sun Ring and Meridian.
Your sacrifice.
You got it. Tanakh made sure to wreck the place before they chased the Carja out of the West. I can't say I blame them. And now Avad's paying the Osram to rebuild it. And no matter how much new stone they put up, it'll still be stained in blood.
I better get going.
Oh, yeah, don't let me stop you. Just, are you sure about this? Yeah, saving the world, that sounds like a lot for just one...
Errand.
Yeah, all right. Can't blame me for trying. I guess what I'm really trying to say is, if you ever do need me...
I know where to find you. Hopefully sober next time.
Yeah, don't count on it. Be careful out there, Aloy.
Tak týpka v delíriu sebou fakt nepotřebujeme.
Lighten up, Paiv. You've got a...
In charge around here?
Apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan, the second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed. Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tanakh marshals have yet to sound their horn.
All right, fine. Let me through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Commander's orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Asaram salvagers, a few especially brazen Karja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. Now we're open, once the Tanakh have left.
So what happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Karja offer tribute of food, spices, and gear. In exchange, the Tanakh return personal effects taken from Karja soldiers that fell during the Red Raids. This particular embassy, however, is a special case.
Because the Tanakh are handing over some sort of prisoner, right? A soldier named Fashav?
Ah, so you've heard. The exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy's going to go well until it's practically over.
You said something about Tanakh marshals. Who are they?
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before every embassy, they arrive with a contingent of soldiers from each of their 3 clans. Then, during the proceedings, they negotiate on behalf of their leader. And by negotiate, I mean stare down our sun priest until they concede. Paiv over here came face to face with them for the first time at the last embassy. Came back drenched in his own sweat.
It was hot that day, sir.
It was indeed.
Where is this Commander Nozar, then? If he's the one keeping the gates shut, I'll convince him to open them for me.
I'll take you to him, but I have to warn you. The commander isn't one to break protocol, especially when he's already high-strung.
We'll see about that.
This way.
There's a lot of activity going on around here.
The Tanakh tore down this place during the Red Raids.
Tak to tady máme.
We still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Haha, jsem tady první.
Altman was thrilled.
Vyhrála jsem. Co? To je podvod.
Stand aside, soldier.
Sir?
How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern their own people?
What more can you expect from barbarians? Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tanakh sound their horn, we wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up. Why the delay?
The Tanakh are a tribe composed of 3 clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from, Nora. It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian, file a complaint.
The Meridian I saved, you mean?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the 3rd clan arrives and the Tanakh horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Someone approaching! On a machine!
Thorl. Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
Sir, it's the savior! I don't care if it's the
The gate stays sealed until that horn blows.
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, Varl.
Hi, Aaron.
What's happening? You know, the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to
Open
stand in her way.
the
It's not gonna work.
gates.
Oh, that's it. Arrest her.
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Hey, nose off. You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh? Let it through, boys. Saving the world.
Forget something back in Meridian?
Look, Varl,
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time.
Jako vážně? Varle s náma jde na západ? Musíme mu utíct.
yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet.
My ti utečeme. Ahoj.
Just no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have...
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is known.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold! She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away. A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am unyielding Fashav, once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the setting sun.
You're Fashav. Avad gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you belong.
Avad always was polite. Now I'm even more curious about you knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Karja could work against you here, as it often has with me. As you can see, tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tenakth, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
How did you come to be among the Tanakh?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tanakh into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate. I was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hekaro. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
So when you met the Tanakh chief, you did something desperate?
I'd kept my ears open as the Tanakh dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hekaro's feet, I demanded this rite, called the Kulrut, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tanakh howled, but Hekaro stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Kulrut. Little did I know what I was in for.
You said the Kulrut is a Tanakh's trial by combat.
Yes, but it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive. Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Do you? Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hopes for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
You wound up serving the Tanakh chief.
The winners of the Kulrut must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
The word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hekaro's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tanakh still spat on the ground when I walked by. But they did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in it.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tanakh. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tanakh for hating them.
So then, are you still Karja?
Part of me, yes. Always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tanakh, especially their chief. I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats. Hekaro and the marshals have crafted a delicate peace. And now he looks to the future. Who knows? Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Karja.
The Karja talk about Hekaro as if he's a monster.
The Karja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the field. It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me alive. But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mad Sun King was. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, as I was, you would find that he only wants the best for his people. I hope you do speak to him. I'm sure you'd interest him. So, that's my story. You're the first Easterner to hear it, but not the last. The Karja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah. The way you talk about the Tanakh is a lot different than how they do. Are you glad to be going back to Meridian?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather bed or sipping wine from the southern vineyards. But I have another goal in mind. As someone who knows the Tanakh and the Karja, I'm in a unique position to advocate for both. If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
The Tanakhs don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. But these are difficult times. Chief Akaro knows that survival often requires change, even if that change means putting aside centuries of war.
You asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tanakh lands. A task so important, and it's just the two of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Akaro knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to
Look! The Sky Clan's banner!
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tanakh can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No. The other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
The Karja have opened the gates.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tanakh!
Regala. Chief Akaro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Akaro has betrayed us. The embassy is proof. And all of you marshals are his accomplices. For this, I condemn you to death.
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Lancers! Form up!
They're riding machines.
Where'd they learn to do that?
Silence.
Vashav, come with us now, or not at all.
Archers! Light them up!
Get to cover!
Archers! Keep them back! That flank! To the Karja! Run them down!
They're not gonna make it.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Open the gates! Kaja! Stand your ground!
Fire at will! I don't have a shot!
What happened? Can you see?
It's just us now.
Hey! Calm down and fight fair!
Lancers! Take the center!
Get ready!
Ne,
Stick to cover!
proč nás prostě nemohli nechat jít? Doufám, že tady nebudeme 2 hodiny. Připravíme si zbraně, než se přiblíží. Dělej, asi to nestihnu. Dělej. Okrademe i mrtvoly. Hej, ne. Žádná smrt nebude. Když málem jsem zabila varle. Tak co mi je? Tak to není tak hrozný. Dobrý. Aha, oni jsou ještě nahoře. Jak mu to tam řezalo do té ruky? To je nějaký nový zvířátko? Ne, to je plesnivec. Tak počkej, já tady mám nějaký výbušný šípy. Tak to vyzkoušíme. Jo, dobrý. Ty krávo. Ty hajzle. Počkej. Bojuje se mnou ještě někdo? Jenom varle? Dobrý. Kurva. Počkat, ne, nemám zdraví. Ne. Ježišmarja, tak to bylo ofous. Uteč. Já už to... Ne, do prdele. Hej, co je? Ty král, tak to je fakt šílený. Ty vole varle mlatě, ale... To se nedá fakt. Nemůžu mít něco lepšího? Nech mě. Ne, to kladivo, ne. Jo, já myslím, že je to někdo cizí.
Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
Frajer má parádní vybavení. Bože. Počkej. Ty vole, tak co je? Počkej, jak tě zabiju? Co? To má výboj? Ty vole, počkej, tak to musíme něco vymyslet. Jak tě zabijeme? Třeba elektrikou? Do prdele. Nic nevidím. Hej, já mám schopnost na prorážení a obrany. Ty vole, tak to tady asi budu do smrti. Ty krávo, to mě poser. Hej, co mi je? Já tady byl nějaký sloup. Počkej, musíme zjistit, jak ho zabít. Jo. Takže tady tohle. Hej, jako kolik toho má? Dělej, dělej! Oh. Počkej, počkej. Tohle vybouchne. Kurva. Nehejbej se. Do prdele. Ještě trochu. No tak. Debile. Doufám, že ti vezmu to vybavení.
Challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades, mark this day. Today you have decimated the marshals, slaughtered the Karja. So begins our war on Hikaru. Move out.
Get him to the camp. Now.
You gonna make it?
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
I got you.
It's salvage time, boys.
Don't think it can take a hit. I should be able to use it to glide.
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tenakth have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The marshals weren't expecting Regala to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. No Tsar, Wadis, Vishav. A massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tenakth territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tanakh's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tanakh's territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regala ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Asuram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
Fashav called Regala a rival. Someone that Tanakh chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise. Until you got in her way, that is.
They knew the lay of the land. And they knew Fashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tanakh weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby. Somewhere they could lie low until the perfect moment to strike.
About Fashav.
The man was taken captive by the Tanakh. Survived for years out in the west, only to die just short of the Sundom. It's a cruel end for a good soldier.
There was more he wanted to do. He spoke of advocating for lasting peace between the Karja and Tanakh.
Too late for that now.
What will happen to him?
His body will be carried back to Meridian. As a cousin of the Sun King, he will be accorded official rights and buried with honor. No soldier could ask for more.
It's too bad about Nazar and Wadis.
At least Nozar went down fighting. As for the Sun Priest, well, no one deserves to go out that way. I'll make sure they're given proper funeral rites. It's the least I can do.
You said the Tanakh's lands are far to the west. What can I expect to find between here and there?
Well, as I mentioned, you've got a stretch of wilderness known as No Man's Land, and then new Taru farmlands. Past that are the Tanakh. Their territory is split into 3 clans: Desert, Lowland, and Sky.
Right. I saw their banners at the embassy.
The Desert clan is closest. Ooh, vicious lot. Where everyone else sees an inhospitable wasteland, they see a challenge to dominate. Somewhere beyond the desert is the tribe's capital and the territories of the other 2 clans.
You don't sound certain.
I've only heard the stories. During the Red Raids, the Karja army tried to push into Tanakh territory, but the United Clans rose up against them, forced them all the way back to the Daunt.
So no one except the Tanakh really know what's beyond the desert.
Maybe the scholars do, back in Meridian. All those scrolls have to be filled with something, right?
You mentioned the Utaru tribe. Their lands are between here and the Tanakh further west?
That's right. Plainsong is their home. They're a peaceful bunch, at least compared to the Tanakh. More taken to farming than fighting.
It's hard to imagine a bunch of farmers surviving in the Forbidden West.
Make no mistake, they have a fierceness all their own. When the Karja were pushed back during the Red Raids, their warriors chased ours through the burning fields of Plainsong. The Sun King has made several overtures of peace to them as well, but so far, they've declined.
If they're so peaceful, why decline?
Don't know. I heard they have their own troubles to deal with. Something about a food shortage. You'd think that'd make them open to trade, but no. They just want to be left alone.
This area is no man's land.
That it is. The Tanakh used to attack anyone past Barren Light on sight, But after Avad overthrew the Mad Sun King, he reached out to the other tribes to offer reconciliation. The Tanakh agreed to a neutral border zone as part of the peace talks. Karja and Asuram have been striking out into the area ever since.
But now, it seems like Regala and her rebel army have moved in.
Well, I'd never call no man's land safe, even in the best of times. The ancient ruins of the southwest are a testament to that. Remnants of some forgotten war.
You said there were others who went out when the gates were open before. Like who?
Well, in addition to the salvagers that just went through, there were a couple of other parties of Asuram delvers. Even saw 2 Karja scholars trekking southwest with an Asuram crew. Not sure if they're exceptionally brave or just foolhardy.
Do you think the Karja will take action against Regala? Seems like you'd have common ground with the Tanakh.
An expedition of the Karja army into the west could be taken as the start of another invasion. Sun King Avad won't risk it. That said, we can't allow ourselves to be caught unaware by an attack like that again.
I'd need to be on my way.
Then I wish you luck. The gates will always be open to you should you wish to return. And don't worry about your friends. We'll get them patched up.
I appreciate it.
Sun watch over you, Aloy. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Tak Varle s náma daleko nedošlo. To je dobře. A teď snad bude chvíli klid. Počkej, já se chci podívat. Co to máme? Ten lítající dešník? Kluzák. Podržením. Jo, hustý. To bude boží. A co je teďka na programu? 1251 kroků. Nejdřív si otevřeme tolnekále. Otevřeme si nějakou dovednost. Jakou? Třeba tohle. Jo. Potřebuju hodně soustředění. To se mi líbí taky. A už nic nemám. Zdroje, něco novýho. Ne. Východní ležení. Nový postavy. Jo, to je vedlejší úkol, ten nešel předtím splnit. To dělám pak. Ne, jdem na tolnek a pak jdeme sem. Dveře smrti. Tak to zní roztomile.
This is the Forbidden West. A whole new frontier to explore. The coordinates from the spire should lead to Sylens and Hades. And just maybe a backup of Gaia. It won't be easy out there. The blight, the storms, Regala's machine riders. But I'll have to push through it all. Find a way to fix the world. Like Elizabeth would.
Já chci safe. Co je? Jo. Počkej. Promiň. Ježišmarja. Ahoj. Jo, aha, počkej, já tady si stejně skočím dolů. Můžeme skočit? Asi ne. Tak jak tam půjdem?
taking over the land out here too.
Teď už můžem drandit. Ježiš, tady jsou všude skály. Ne, já jsem přišla k tomu úkolu. Do prdele. Skoč. To je hajzl.
There's a lot of ancient wrecks out here. Must have been a huge battle. The old ones. They had to slow down the Pharaoh swarm. To buy Zero Dawn time. It looks like the rebels have a camp in addition to those machine pens. I should see what they're up to. They've got riders.
On mě viděl.
Gotta be careful.
Já nechci do toho ležení.
A signal for my focus.
Tam je moc zvířat, nebudu riskovat, že mi zabijou mýho bejka. Co to je? Budeme moc na něm potom lítat? Kdo mě viděl? Vy hajzlové. Jdu pryč. Ježiš, on má sken? Tak to nás hned najde. Ježiš, co to je? Počkej, tak to tady něco mám. Ty vole, on taky může volat kámoše? Tak to se mi vůbec nelíbí. Ne, počkej, ještě jednu. Počkej, ještě jednu. Tak to bylo nečekaný. Hej, nechte mě bejt. Ježiš, tady jich je mraky, seru na to, já jdu. A co s tím? Tak počkej. Ježiš. Co? Nech toho. Dobrý. Neaktivní. A má být aktivní? Jdem nahoru.
Console. No power though.
Já teď nevím, jestli to jako mám nějak zapojit nebo ne. Ale stejně nevím jak, takže to je fuk. Třeba se to pak dozvíme.
Can't climb any higher, but it looks like this thing can rotate. I can figure out a way to turn the power back on.
Jo,
Might be able to move things around and find a way up.
Jasně musím otočit, takže počkat. Obnov napájení. Jo, tak to mi došlo. A jak? A ještě tady milion zvířátek, co na nás koukají. Tak to jsem nechtěla, ale to je jedno. Takže tady se schovám. A teď se podívám, jestli na něco přijdu. Liška. Tak to nepotřebuju. Vybrat stopu? Koho? Jako Tolneka? Já ho nepotřebuji sledovat. Aha. Doufám, že je to ono. No a počkej, jako... To mi asi nepomůže. A co tady? Ježiš, nech toho. Ty vole, Aloy. Hej, asi to tady pak nějak jako trochu prostříhám, protože tady zase ztratím spoustu času, než na to přijdu. Jo, nepřijdu na to prostě. Jo. Že by? Bude to k něčemu, jestli ne. Dobře, tak to nebylo tak hrozně. Počkej, a co teď jako? Můžu s tím skákat?
There's the generator. Bet this power cell can get it running. Power's back. I should check that console.
Boží. Na jakou konzoli? Aktivuji? Hej, tak já už si pak ty vole... Jakože mám jít zase k tamtý? Aha, bože. Aloy, co děláš?
Should be able to get to that tonic now. Just find the right spot. Looks like I might need to glide onto the tonic.
Ty vole, si spadnu. Já se bojím. Tak to mě poser. To tak... Ani jsem nestihla vytáhnout ten dešník. Ty vole. A jako děláš si kozy? Já nemám ani léčivý bobule. Tak to jo. Tak to jsem ty vole fakt retard. Když si znova spadnu, tak na to seru už. Kde byly ty schody? Hej, kde byly ty schody? Jo, dobrý. Tak to jsem nevěděla, že tady budu další půl hodiny. Já to nedokážu. Aha. Bože. Ježiši. Tak to bylo ochlup. Já jsem neviděla, že oni chtějí, abych tam doplachtila. Já myslela, že mám prostě doskočit na tu hlavu. Tak jo. A teď jdeme na tu misi. 3 dovednosti. Jo. Tak teď nevím, ještě něco. Jo, radši jo. Tak valíme. A já bych vlastně měla mít jídlo od kuchaře, no jasně, to mě vylečí. Tak a jedeme pryč. Jo, možná jindy. Jo, tak to budu zkoumat do smrti potom. Tak hubky. Počkej, to jedu asi blbě, že jo? Ne, jedu dobře. Počkej, teď jedu dobře? Ty vole, jsem zmatená. Ty vole, nech toho. Hotel? Jo. Tam pak se vydám, abych ovládala nějaký zvířátka. To je hajzl. Myslím, že když pojedeme dostatečně rychle, že skočí. Kurva. Tam se určitě tudy nedostanu, že jo? Teda dostanu, já už se nevracím.
Location of the coordinates I scanned from the spire. A workshop underneath a dead Horus Titan. Just the kind of place Sylens would slink away to. But what was he doing here? Some kind of log, most of it's redacted. It looks like Sylens put a lot of work into forcing Hades to talk. That device is blinking. I guess Sylens wants me to check it out.
Aloy, consider this message a beacon to help guide you out of the fog of ignorance. Using explosives, I've detached the processing orb from the Titan overhead, a perfect cage for our mutual friend, Hades, in order to render it cooperative. Tell her what we've discussed, about the mysterious signal that gave you life. Signal only meant for me. Signal was received for 7.22 years and ceased. Cannot compromise. Try a reboot, but entities will still fail. Back to that, are you? Perhaps you need a reminder that you have failed. So you see, Aloy, Gaia can be safely rebooted. As for where to find a backup, well, you'll need to trot along after me to find out.
He thinks he's got it all figured out. Bastard.
Tak to nám pomohlo.
To find out where he moved the orb. I should probably leave this alone for now.
Tak, podíváme se, co si můžu vylepšit. Jo, nemám roh. Hadry nepotřebuji vylepšit, jo, tohle jo. Vak sídlem. A co teď? Sleduj stopu. A kde je ta stopa? Jako kde je? Vždycky mám dát jako sledovat stopu a tady žádná není. Tak prostě mám jít jako za tím signálem. Mám jít nahoru. Teďka kam? Tak jdu tam.
Well, I better see where this trail leads. So here I am, following along after Sylens like a fool. After he tricked me by rigging his lance to steal Hades. Crazy AI that wants to kill everything. He couldn't just let me do the same thing and destroy it? And now I'm gonna have to put up with more of his self-righteous bull.
Tam je někdo další. Škoda. Potichu to nepůjde. Ježiš, tady jich je zase. Do prdele. Tak to si děláš kozy, ne? Jsem si dala jídlo, jo, jsem posilněná. Hej, asi tady s nima nebudu válčit. Jdu po stopě orbu, seru na ně. Tak před nima se asi neschovám. Co to je? A jdeme vůbec dobře? Tak co máš? Mrazivý šípy? Aha, a já nemám cirkulátor. Z nějakého zvířete, který ani neznám. Dobrý, seru na to.
No matter. I can get you stocked up for the wild.
Jdu jako správně.
Looks like the trail goes into the hills. A ruin. Okay. Let's see where this goes. I guess Sylens used that machine to haul his prize. That must be the orb Sylens stuck Hades in. And that door. Looks like a Pharaoh facility. Or a Zero Dawn? Come on, Hades. You still in there? Hades? Is that you?
System threat detected.
You don't look so good.
You are the Aloy. Come to destroy me.
Yes. Permanently this time. Even like this, you're a threat to Gaia. Once I resurrect her.
So you have not yet secured Gaia back up. Then Gaia is dead. Earth and you too. Despite malfunctions, I have won.
Sylens asked you where to find a backup of Gaia?
Data error. Memory structures disintegrated.
Right. Because that would have been easy. What did Sylens do to you, Hades? It's like you've been hollowed out.
Silence interrogated me.
And what did you tell him?
Data error. Memory structures disintegrate.
You don't remember any of it?
I remember you.
What, like me beating you at the spire? Okay, that's not going anywhere. When the mysterious signal transformed you, it made Gaia's other subordinate functions conscious too. You escaped when Gaia destroyed herself, but so did they. Where did they go?
Each function migrated its coordinates based on data error. Memory structures disintegrated.
Bunch of crazed AIs, scattered who knows where, doing who knows what. Hephaestus kills thousands every year with the combat machines it keeps making. And you nearly ended the world. 7 more functions out there, cooking up trouble. It's not a happy thought.
You are unhappy. Good.
Anyone ever tell you you've got a great personality, Hades?
Sarcasm detected.
Yeah, didn't think so. Sylens questioned you about the mysterious signal. The one that woke you, gave you consciousness. Who sent it?
Signal transmitted by masters.
And who are they?
Masters woke me to destroy earthly life.
Who would want that?
Data error. Memory structures disintegrated.
Do you know where Sylens went?
No. He departed 12.8 days ago. Perhaps he... Data error. Behavior prediction structures disintegrated.
So you don't know anything more than I do. Great. Do you know why Sylens dragged you to these ruins?
Silence intended you find me here.
Obviously. But why? What was this place?
Location is square. Data error, memory structures disintegrating. My deathbed, he called it my grave.
But you... I guess I'll find out when I go inside. Enough. It's time to finish this.
Does Aloy still think she can restore Gaia? Save life on Earth?
Yeah, Aloy does.
Then you are deleted. Extinction inevitable.
What would you know, Hades? Twice you tried to destroy life on Earth, and twice you failed. The only extinction you ever brought about is your own. And there's no tricked-out lands to save you this time.
You are incorrect. 3 times. Hades extinguished life.
What? You remember this?
Yes. Data intact. Non-viable biospheres aborted in years 2154, 2161, 2168.
So? That's centuries ago. It's what you were designed to do.
Biosphere is version 5. There will be no version 6.
There won't need to be. I'm saving this one.
Master override on. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Bridging extinction protocol.
Aloy, I see you've dealt with Hades.
Yeah. Think maybe it can stay dead this time?
It will. You can trust.
Trust?
Yes. Trust. As in, since I did what you could never do, and extracted all of Hades' priceless knowledge, you can trust that I was willing to actually let you destroy it this time.
So back to holograms instead of face-to-face? What, afraid I'd stab you or something?
There's a reason
I'm using the same spyware. I see, so... all those times I called, you could have just answered? But I guess you just prefer to go on spying all this time.
My world stopped revolving around you months ago, Aloy. I've had work to do. Countless hours of research, as demanding and time-intensive as it has been critical to the fate of this planet.
Right, of course. You're just trying to save the world, too.
That's right. The difference, of course, is that unlike you, I've produced results.
Did you find a backup of Gaia or not?
Oh, yes. I believe I did.
Where?
Voila. Why do you think I summoned you here? Behind that gene-locked hatch lie the ruins of the ancient facility where the Hades extinction protocol was perfected. A testing process that ran hundreds of trials, each of them using a backup of Gaia.
Hades told you this?
It took some convincing, but yes. So, are you ready to go get what you've been searching for the last 6 months? Or are you just going to stand there with your mouth open?
You mentioned you've been busy.
Exceptionally busy.
But not so busy you couldn't teach Tanakh the rebels to override machines, ride them as mounts.
Aloy, the only issue you should be concerned about is obtaining a Gaia backup. Perhaps if you focused more, you might actually see results.
That's not exactly a denial, Sylens.
Take it any way you want.
Just to confirm, Hades said that there are backups of Gaia in there.
Yes. Or were anyway. 1,000 years ago.
Backups that didn't get purged when Ted Farrow wiped every copy of Apollo.
Correct. According to Hades, this facility could not be accessed by remote signal. Not even Ted Farrow could touch the data here.
Backups. Data complete, Gaia and her subordinate functions. Everything needed to reboot the system. Restore control over the terraforming system, save life on Earth. And there.
So Hades said. So what are you waiting for?
Did Hades reveal the source of the mysterious signal? The one that woke it, tried to destroy life on Earth?
Yes, it did.
Care to share?
In due time. First things first, Aloy. Last I checked, you still had a superintelligent AI named Gaia to reboot.
Yeah. The same Gaia who had to destroy herself 20 years ago because of the signal?
It stopped being transmitted years ago. It's no longer a threat.
What if it repeats?
It won't. Even if it did, well... The details are complicated, but the signal required Hades to take effect. Delete Hades from any backup you reboot, and Gaia's safe. Now stop wasting time. Go get a backup.
All right. I'll search the facility for a Gaia backup. But just to be clear, Sylens, if this ends up being another one of your tricks...
It's a gene-locked hatch, Aloy. You're literally the only person who can open it. How could I set a trap inside?
Trick me again, Sylens, and our next conversation will be face-to-face. Though you won't have much to say, on account of my spear being buried in your throat.
Aloy, thanks to me, everything you desired, everything you've been fumbling about, unable to achieve for 6 months, is now within your grasp. Now, I know you didn't learn much about manners growing up a Nora outcast. But in a situation like this, you say, thank you, and I say, you're welcome.
Žádný děkuju. Chci ho zabít.
Hold for identity scan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Soba. Please step inside. Please step inside. Please step inside.
Are you kidding me?
I think we're in luck.
In luck? The door is completely messed up.
Obviously. But despite the malfunction, you can still get through. If you'll be patient for a while longer. See those crystals there? The Osram call them fire gleam. They're combustible. Not nearly powerful enough to blast through a door like that.
But maybe just enough to jolt it open a bit more.
Exactly. It will only work with an igniter. I'm sending you the schematics now. To build it, you'll need some machine parts and the oil from a kindleweed plant. That only grows underwater, but you should be able to find some in the nearby lake. The parts are more complicated. You'll need a spark coil from within a Leap Lasher's power cell. Remove the power cell before you kill the machine, or else it'll break.
Got it. Okay, where's its power cell?
To bude tohle? Nebo... Bylo to ono? Nebo ne? Aha, dobrý. Tak to bychom měli. Nekoukejte na mě, zvířátka. Už jdu pryč. Nechte mě. No to nebylo ani moc daleko.
Deep water for the lead. No, I just need to build this thing.
There's a workbench near the entrance to the facility.
From your time tinkering with Hades?
Tinkering? More like extracting invaluable data.
There. Should be able to use this to blow up that fire gleam now.
Indeed. A useful combination. It's how I detached the processing orb from the horse in the first place.
Great.
I'd step back if I were you.
Dobrý.
I think I'm in.
Then by all means, proceed.
Now that I have this igniter, I could blow up that fire gleam that I've seen before.
Focus on the task at hand, Aloy.
To se mi nějak nezdá, že už by tady byla ta záloha GAIY. Kdy to by byl přece konec hry.
This whole place is flooded. And there's another gene-locked door on the other side. But that's where any Gaia backups would have been stored. I have to find a way to get over there.
Takže musíme najít cestu. Jako tam. Tak to bude sranda.
Well, this is familiar. Making my way through ancient, crumbling ruins while you spy on me through my focus.
Stop waxing nostalgic and concentrate on finding a backup.
My pullcaster might come in handy here.
A co teď? Jak se tam dostanu? Můžu normálně tudy? Ne. To je překvapení. Jakože jsem na blbý straně. Tak to mě poser. To zkusíme tudy. Tak tady se konečně někam posuneme.
Door's locked. There's some kind of device next to it.
Tak tohle už je nám povědomí. Musíme najít baterčičku. Počkej, a kde ji najdu? Aha, dobrý. To bylo mnohem snazší.
What's above me?
Proč? Doufám, že jsem to měla schodit.
What was this room for? Looks like there is another console that needs power. This should unlock the door. Once I power it back on.
Tak aspoň jsme správně.
Maybe I can use the energy cell here.
Aha. Já jsem si říkala, k čemu je ta bedínka. Dobrý.
This console shut down.
Prastoríků. No a počkej. Obnov napájení panelu. Tak jsem udělala něco blbě. Jo, jakože potřebuji ještě jeden. Ale tam další nebyl, že jo? Nebo jich je tady víc? Nej. Tak doufám, že je to takhle, protože jinak mě nic nenapadá už.
Elizabeth and Travis Tate.
Ooh, boy! I tell you, Liz, what I just done gonna make you love me. I just imagine them far zenith rapscallions opening this fake Gaia we made for him. And I thought, what this really needs is a signature.
This isn't a prank, Travis.
I know. All I did was just script a couple of avatars. A little you, a little me. To deliver our message of doom. Real personal-like.
Would you just send it?
As soon as it's done compiling, then you and me should celebrate. I brought party fixins, pizza rolls, absinthe, a couple of hacky sacks.
I'm heading back to Bryce as soon as this is done.
Color me confounded, Liz. How is it that someone like you, paragon, damn near saint, could love this world so damn much, but no one in it? I mean, have you ever even had a friend?
Compile complete. Data file, Baron promise, ready for transmission.
If you would. There's another panel up there that I should be able to pull open. I'll have to climb higher to reach it.
Logic bombs off. Here it comes, far as Z-nuts.
Just keeping the best of me, dear Travis.
Always admire you from afar, Liz.
Máme asi otevřít tohle, ne? Ale nevím jak. Aha. Že by tak?
Don't think my pullcaster can latch onto that from here. I'm gonna have to jump.
Žádný padání tentokrát. Musíme se pořádně porozhlédnout.
I can't make that jump. But if I glide...
Jako tady máme doplachtit? Ty si to nedokážu. Jo. Pěkný.
There's more of the facility over there. I better take a look. I should be able to glide over.
A kam máme zase doplachtit? Asi před nás, že? Dobrý.
What's in here?
Balls, dude. How loud is it out there? Outside the noise dampening field?
Another locked door.
150 decibels.
Connected to the door.
I guess we got prop.
It needs a code to open.
Jo, mám novou munici. Dobrý. A cože to mám teď dělat?
Have a look around. Perhaps there's some data nearby that can help.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Přenosový kód. To je ono a to je všechno. Tady žádný není. Takže tohle mi asi moc nepomůže. To bude ono. Poškození dat 7482.
This place turned out a lot of malware before Zero Dawn took over. And one of them has a number.
7482.
There we go.
Dobrý. Tak jako...
The deal's off, Tilda. Zero Dawn got its active.
There's the door. Getting close.
Ježiš, hlavně nepadej. Dobrý. Ježiš, tak teď jsem se ty vole málem dostala infarkt. Mám tam doplachtit? Ty vole, jestli ne, a poseru to. Oh, tak to bylo ofus. To si děláš prdel. Tak to... Tyhle prostě... Proč mi to děláš? Do prdele. Tak... Neschodila jsem si někde žebřík? Tady ne? Tak to jsem pěkný čurák. Ty krávo, to si děláš prdel. Tak tohle je fakt síla. Já jsem si to úplně říkala, že mě ten výbuch hodí pryč. Bože. Bože, a teď tím musím celým projít ještě jednou. Jo, aspoň. Ne. Ty vole. Hej, do píči už, ty vole. Soustřed se. Jdu k těm dveřím. A jestli nepůjdou otevřít, tak to už fakt vypnu. To už prostě nedám. Jako, ale to moc nevypadá, jakože... Bože. Ještě jsem si toho všimla, už bych zase letěla do... No ale počkej, jako... Já jsem asi neodemkla. No ty jdu to zkusit.
Okay, so much for the flooded
Bože.
Hold for identity scan.
That thing is huge. It looks like the power's off, except for that console. It's damp in here, too. I hope the water hasn't corroded anything I need.
Back up. Start looking.
Genetic profile confirmed. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. Do you wish to activate Recluse Spider?
I do.
Activating.
Okay, powering up. That doesn't sound good.
It appears to be unstable and very heavy. Be careful.
At least I've got power. And there's data here. Looks like this recluse spider thing is a testing apparatus for Gaia and Hades. I'd better take a look at that access panel.
Yes, get to it.
Počkat, podívám se na protokol. Asi nic důležitýho.
Okay. I think those circular pods are repositories. One loaded with Hades backups, the other with Gaia.
What are you waiting for?
Hades is down, but the Gaia repository is stuck.
So unstick it.
I need to detach the cable from the arms coupling.
Počkej, cože? Ale já tomu nerozumím, ani když to je česky. Cože je zaseknutý?
If I can free the cable from the coupling, the arm ought to come down.
Jako tohle?
It's down. I should be able to access that pod. Got one. Two, in fact.
I was starting to get worried.
Data footprint low. 90% memory free.
That can't be right. Gaia was a vast superintelligence. We barely expected it.
Colonel.
No subordinate functions.
It's not a full backup.
No. More like a seed from which Gaia's mind could grow if it had sub-functions with which to form a heuristic matrix.
So it's useless?
I'm afraid so. Without sub-function.
Ugh!
Aloy, you've done all you could.
For what? Nothing?
Maybe saving the world is too big a task for any one person. Even you.
Wait. It's useless without sub-functions, but there are sub-functions out there.
The original ones. Scattered to the winds when Gaia blew herself up? They could be anywhere. You can't find them in time. Even if you did, the mysterious signal mutated them just like Hades. You have no idea.
I do. A good one. If it works.
It was worth it. You found Minerva, but it won't connect.
It's close. Mountains west of Plainzone. Close enough for me to go get it. I was hoping to find all the sub-functions, but one's enough to get started, right?
It is. Recover Minerva. One could use it to launch Gaia's heuristic matrix.
When she's conscious, she helps me find the other subfunctions. I go gather them.
And rebuild her piece by piece. Very clever.
Still think I can't save the world on my own?
Yes, Will. About that.
Alert! Intruders! Alert!
Aloy, I need you to listen closely. These intruders want the same thing you do. Gaia reborn. It's why they're here.
Friends of yours?
No. They don't know me. The data pulse I transmitted indicated that a Gaia backup could be recovered here was anonymous. Now, they're very powerful, but they won't harm you. Not when they see who you are, what you are. A clone of Elizabeth Sobek, a genetic key with which they can reboot Gaia and rebuild the system. They need you.
I warned you, Sylens.
For once, Aloy, submit to the inevitable. Open the hatch.
First I rebuild Gaia, save life on Earth, then I track you down and end yours!
I'm trying to help you here.
Try spying on me with that. There. New focus, spyware free. Okay. Think. I don't care how powerful they are. The only thing that can open that hatch is me. Question is, can I find another way out? There's a current in the water. Not much, but maybe it's a way out.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. Please step inside.
Looks promising. Theta. Do we have it? Fantastic. Did the pulse originate here?
Has someone...
Something wrong?
Shit!
Spectres, Beta! Well, any idea what the hell a clone of Elizabeth Sobek is doing here?
Maybe Gaia made one. When it destroyed itself, a Hail Mary to repair the system.
Don't like the sound of that. Nah, don't like it. Don't want it.
But the
Nope. One's enough trouble. Eric.
Yeah?
Care to do a little downsizing?
Sure.
What if she sent the pulse?
Then that was foolish of her. But we got what we came for. So let's put it to use.
I snap a lot of necks in VR. But that certain tremor as life fades from the eyes. Ooh, no hollow quite gets it.
Keep flapping your mouth. It makes a nice target.
You actually think that primitive crap you got there can hurt me? This is gonna be fun.
Ty vole, to bylo mé miny. A co je tohle za hybrida, bože? Kurva, to je nějaký Spider-Man. Takže jak ho zabijeme? Halo? Jak to udělám? Počkej. Posílení. Jak to zaktivuju?
Come on now, admit it. You may run, you may hide, but you're having as much fun as I am.
Nevíte, jak se to aktivuje? Ty vole, počkejte. To je v piči, porazíme ho normálně. Vidíme, co se stane. Aha, je mu nic, tak to je výborný. Co to ty vole je? Je takže jakože mám prostě utíct? Jo, já na něj schodím asi ten stroj, ne? Tak takhle asi ne. Takhle taky ne. Nestřílej na mě. Ty hajzle. Jo, nedělá mu to vůbec nic. Ty čurák. Já už to vidím. Kolik jich je? Tamhle. To je debil. Nech mě. Aspoň, že jenom jeden. A co dál? Kurva. Jo. Je tamhle. Já nemám zdraví. Tak to jsem v piči. Mi dá ještě jednu tečku a jsem v prdeli. Když já to nevidím. Hej, tak kde to mám udělat? No, dobrý. Sláva. No tak to snad žertuješ. Počkej, cože musím? Že mě zabije, kurva. Kde? On mě bije? Vylím se, že je intro. Tak to bylo vtipný. Dobrý. Nezabil nás. Zatím.
What was that? Me killing what you wanted dead. What the hell did you think? The platform collapsed, body went with it.
Right. And since when don't you get what you want, huh?
Spectres,
search.
Bože, že jim uplaveme. Rychle. Počkej. Tam je tunel, to bychom se utekli. Do prdele. Dělej. Kudy. Ty vole, já se dva vidím i ve dne, natož tady. Pavej rychleji. Dělej. Dobrý. Do prdele. Dělej, dělej, dělej. Kudy? Zkusíme nejdřív tudy. Dveře. A bože. Ty vole, ještě, že nemůžou do vody. Tyhle si to nepůjde otevřít. Dobrý. Je to dobrý. Rychle. Nem. Tak, co teď? Hopky, dělej, dělej. Doufám, že nepůjdu nikam za náma. Jo. Ty vole. Kudy? Jo, tady.
Looks like some kind of power room. A current's lead here. Promising.
Kde? Já nic slibného nevidím. Haló?
It's okay. I'm here.
I've got it.
Hey, easy. Easy there. Hey. It's right here. And the way you were clutching it when I found you, I knew it was important.
Where are we?
An outpost of the Utaru tribe. Not far from where you fell.
How long?
2 days. Aloy?
There's no time. I found something. In the mountains
West of Plainsong. Yeah. Kept muttering it while I carried you. Look, Aloy, whatever it is that you found, you're in no shape to...
I will crawl, if I have to.
Okay, fine. But before you do that, there's someone you should talk to. An Utaru named Zoe. And she told me there's been trouble in those mountains. A cave spitting out deadly machines. Can't be a coincidence, right?
Why do we need her? Let's head for the cave.
It's in Utaru territory. Her territory. She can help us. You'll see.
Fine. Let's go see this marvelous Zoe then.
As verdant limbs wither, roots rot in snow, still the seed rises as certain as stone.
Zoe?
She should be in bed.
Aloy doesn't really do should.
You're so right. Varl said I should talk to you about the machines in the mountains west of Plainsong.
I am a grave singer. My place is here. We can talk once you've healed.
What's wrong with it?
Her. The name is Ray, not it. She's one of our land gods. And she's dying.
But not just dying. She's suffering.
Her condition is not your concern.
So, if anyone can help, it's Aloy.
May I? So what I'm about to do might look bad, but it will help. Spear. I still need to talk.
Of course. But this way.
The mountains, west of Plainsong. No trouble out there?
The Utaru have trouble everywhere. Our fields blighted, our settlements abandoned. But the cave in the mountains is the worst of it. It is a sacred place. Fa, another of our land gods, went inside weeks ago, but she hasn't emerged. Killer machines pour out instead, threatening to overwhelm us. It's never happened before.
Wouldn't be your first sacred cave.
Ray and other machines like her, you call them gods?
Land gods, yes. For generations, they provided for us, seeding and harvesting the fields of Plainsong. Food for all. A miracle of endless bounty.
A farm, run by machines.
More than a farm. A blessed land, providing sustenance for my people. Until the derangement.
So what happened to the land gods after the derangement?
They faltered, year by year. Once they were peaceful. Now they turn on us when we approach, even attack us. They'd always enriched the soil, but for several seasons they've glutted it endlessly with mulch. The fields have turned fetid. A blight that keeps spreading, even beyond our lands. We used to have food for all. Now we barely have enough to feed our children.
Must be over-fertilization. Spread by spores, maybe?
I don't know. That's not even the end of it. Each land god used to visit the sacred cave once a year, but no longer. Without the rituals of renewal, they've fallen apart. Like Ray. They're dying. And my tribe with them.
So the cave is sacred because machines like Ray and the one you call Fa go inside?
Yes. Before the derangement, each land god left the fields and made a pilgrimage to the cave. Always in the same order. Do first, then Ray, then me, and so on. Spattered with soil from their labors. Each reappeared 2 days later, shining anew, without so much as a scratch. All soil and ornaments of worship washed away. The tribe celebrated each return as one of the 8 hallowed festivals of our calendar.
But the derangement changed the cycle.
Yes, or so we thought. Over time, the land gods stopped the ritual, becoming crazed and brittle. But 3 weeks ago, Fa trudged inside. The entire tribe lifted their voices in song, praying that the cycle had begun again. Fa has not emerged. What has are machines built to kill?
Are machines being made inside? Like in a cauldron?
Sounds like it. But the way these land gods come and go, it's not like anything I've seen before. You said the tribe has trouble with its fields and settlements.
Yes. Whereas once the land gods harvested endless bounty from the fields, now they sow a poisonous blight. War brews among the Tanakh, so their rebels prowl our outskirts. And the machines grow ever more aggressive, hemming us in, forcing us to desert distant villages. Now they're even coming out of our sacred cave. Many in the tribe fear our days are dwindling.
Wish I could tell you it was better everywhere else.
Not that we're gonna lose hope.
Thanks for taking us in.
Varl's the one that carried you across the wilds.
I doubt anyone else here would have let us in. Or stayed by my side to make sure Aloy was comfortable. We were lucky to find you.
I could say the same thing.
Sounds like you two have been spending a lot of time together.
I wish it hadn't taken an injury to make that happen. I hope you feel better. And soon.
You called yourself a grave singer. What does that mean?
To all living things, an end must come. It is my task to ease the passage. I try to bring comfort and sing of the renewal that death sows the way for. But I never thought I would have to sing for one of our land gods. I don't even know if Ray heard me. What you did soothed her more than I ever could.
It's not your fault, so. And without the second sight, there's nothing more you could have done.
I need to get into that cave.
What? No one does that.
Well, it's time to make an exception.
It belongs to the land gods.
Look, so there is something inside there. Something that could solve problems all over the world. The storms, the derangement. Maybe even your broken land gods.
What could possibly do all that?
A spirit?
Yeah. Something like that.
I could journey back to Plainsong, assemble the chorus, tell how you soothed Ray, ask their permission to go inside.
Great. I'll get my things.
She needs rest.
You don't have to tell me.
I'm fine.
Assembling the chorus will take time. Heal first, then join me.
Fine. Bed rest. I got it.
She does not need you to help her heal. You could come with me to Plainsong. Lend your voice to mine as I try to persuade the chorus. It might help her cause.
I'd like to. But I'm afraid she might run off.
Really? Very well. Later then.
Zoe, wait. It's not that I don't want to go with you. It's just that I...
Is that what you were trying to say?
Yes?
Then I look forward to more conversation.
Yeah. Me too. You're supposed to be resting.
Laurel, you should go with her. I'll get better on my own.
You trying to get rid of me so you can...
No. Not this time. I'll meet up with you in Plainsong when I'm ready.
You sure about this?
Yes. Go. Get out of here.
Okay. So, wait.
Who are they?
Ty vole, tak my tam potíme krev a Varl si tady mezi tím najde buchtu a užívá si? A my si neužíváme? Každopádně, tohle byla úplně psychomise. Teda hlavně protože jsem úplnej lesoň a slepoň, všechno mi trvá jak lačnímu sraní. Snad mi další hlavní úkoly půjdou mnohem líp. Tady skončíme. Já si zatím zase oběhám co největší kus mapy, to asi nějakou dobu potrvá. No a uvidíme se u příštího dílu. Tak zatím papík.